Okay guys, well I had delayed this long enough. It's a project I didn't really want to do. I took the mower deck off the Toro Titan HD 1500, cleaned it up, sandblasted it, cleaner degreaser on it, the metal prep, POR-15 rust preventative. I originally ordered this kit. When I started reading on it, I didn't think I had enough product, so I went ahead and I ordered this stuff separately. But I did end up using this kit, everything in this kit. The gray, mistakenly, I didn't care what color it was, but this I ordered in semi-gloss black. This was gray. I think, yeah, just called gray. So, didn't mean to get two different colors, so I did the deck in this, the spindles in the gray, so that's what you're looking at here. So I cleaned the mower deck, sandblasted it, wire brushed it, sandblasted it. I got video on all that, which you guys can go back and look at. If it's not combined with this one, I'm not sure if I'm going to do them separate or not. It's a lot of hours. So then I did the cleaner degreaser, the metal prep, and the POR-15. Same thing with this, with the spindles. These are aluminum spindles, so I scraped them up as best I could. I did wire brush these as well. I did then sandblast them, and then I did the same process, cleaner degreaser, metal prep, and then I did the POR-15, which is right there. Couple of things about the product itself. Seems to go on good. I have no issues. The cleaner degreaser is actually really nice. They call it industrial strength. It's supposed to be not as bad for you or the environment, but it's not natural, but it worked really good. Metal prep is an interesting product. It reminds me of if you put aluminum foil, ball it up and chew on it. The smell reminds me of that. I don't know why, and don't ask me why. I know what that tastes like because I was a kid and I have done that at some point in my life. But there's the instructions, horrible. I ended up watching probably 10 or 12 videos online, including their own videos of how to do this. And you watch one person do it, and then he'll do another video saying, oh, I didn't do it correctly, supposedly. So I don't really know. I did end up finding a sheet on their website that doesn't come with any of this, and it doesn't match the directions that are on any of these. And that seemed to be the most thorough. And that's what I ended up following. So, because the instructions that came with the kit, that's that. Horrible. And the instructions on that sheet did not match any of these really either. So this, you mix 4 parts to 1 with hot water. So 4 parts water, 1 part of this. Hot water, spray it. Take a Scotch pad, rub everything down, knock off the loose stuff. Rinse it off with hot water. Nowhere in any of the instructions I can find, even the good sheet, did it say you were supposed to let it dry before you went to this. So I didn't. I put the metal prep on while they were still wet just to save time. So this you use straight. You can dip it, use a brush. I used a spray bottle. Put it in a spray bottle and you keep the product wet. You keep the item wet for 15 minutes. So you just spray it down, get it nice and wet, wait 5 minutes, check on it, see if it's drying. If it looks like it's drying anywhere, spritz it again every 5 minutes, every couple of minutes, just look, and if it looks like it needs something, just hit it again. Then the POR-15 I brushed on. I used on the mower deck, I used a foam brush only. Out here I used a foam brush and a bristle brush. Product goes on well. It's a self-leveling, so even if it looks streaky at first, when it's done, it self-levels, it looks nice. So I did end up calling the company because I had 2 coats on the mower deck, and I was like, I wonder if I could put more on. So I looked at that instruction sheet, and it did say you could put up to 4 coats. Well, it didn't say you couldn't do more than 4 coats. For marine application, it recommended 4 coats. So I tried calling them. The number that I found online that was actually on their website was not a valid number. So I looked on the instruction sheet, had a different number. I called that number. A nice lady answered the phone. She didn't know the answer to my question. She said, let me get you through tech support. It rang and rang and rang, and all of a sudden I got somebody's voicemail. I don't remember the guy's name, but I did leave a message, and that was on Thursday or Friday of last week. Today is Monday evening, and I still haven't heard back. That was Thursday. No, it was Monday of last week, so it's been a week. Still haven't heard back. So I'm going to say that their tech support, their instructions, horrible. Product seems to be good. The verdict will be 6 months from now at the end of mowing season, 8 months from now. Because really we don't mow around here until late April, and then we go sometimes to November or October or November. So I really won't have a verdict of how this stuff holds up. It should help the grass not to stick by itself because it's a non-porous surface, so it shouldn't give it much to bite to. I have a different product that I'll actually grab. So this is the product. It's called Metaflux. The part number is 7087. So Metaflux 7087. It's the PTFE 100. It's a colorless long-term coating. So it goes on clean, transparent, oil-free, high surface adhesion, quick drying, slippery surface. So it's dirt, dust, and water repellent, will withstand oil, water, and most other liquids. The one thing that I need to find out yet, I'm gonna message the company, is do I have to, and I don't think I do, but do I have to scuff this stuff with like 320 in order for this to stick? I don't want to do that, and I don't think that that's right. But it doesn't say. The instructions on this are a universal application for dry lubricant or flat surfaces or rails, suitable for dry separation of plastic components. Surfaces must be oil and grease free. So that's the instructions, which are almost as bad as the instructions on there. But I believe when I talked to the company, this was many months ago, they did say that you could spray it on a finished surface and it's supposed to repel. I don't know how long this lasts. It's supposed to make the mower deck basically anti-stick. It's not designed for that, but they said it'll absolutely work and it'll work great. So we're gonna find that out. So we're doing a 2-part test. Once I get the mower deck put together and it's ready for mowing time, that's when I'll put this on. I'm not gonna put this on until I'm ready to start mowing. I just don't know how often I need to put this on. So what I'm hoping, my hope out of all this is once a week, every other week, I can take the garden hose underneath the mower deck, spray it out, not having to scrape. If I can do that, reapply this, rinse and repeat, do that over and over and over all summer, once a week, rinse it off with the garden hose, no scraping, and I'll give this 10 out of 10. Actually, I'll give this 15 out of 10 because that will be amazing if this works that well with these two products together. So according to POR-15, I did email them many months ago and I did get a response. They said that this would work by itself. I wouldn't need anything else on it. But I have seen other people put this on their mower decks and they say it releases better, but it still sticks. So, but those are all push mowers. Haven't seen anybody put it on a zero turn or a riding mower deck. I don't know what the difference would be, but. So on that note, I have to get going. I have to go pick up my daughter from volleyball. I'm curious, I'm gonna let sit and dry. I'm gonna get the mower deck. We're still, let's see, end of the week is March, so April, May. We're still 2 months away from mowing. But I can finally get the spindles put back on the mower deck, get the mower put back together, get the deck put on the mower, and be all ready. That's the game plan. Very curious. It was a lot of work, a lot of hours. If it works, it's worth every minute I put into it. Now my next step is how long is this gonna last before the coating starts flaking off either the spindles or the mower deck. If it only lasts a season, I'm going to say it's probably not going to be worth it. If it lasts 2 seasons and all I have to do is rinse it out ever, no scraping or anything, absolutely will be worth it. 1 season, probably not. The question will be is in 2 seasons, if it only lasts 2, if it lasts longer than 2, it's worth every penny and every minute I have stuck into it. If it lasts 2, the question will be, is it worth doing it again? And that I don't know until we get there. It really just depends on how it holds up. So this has been the POR-15 rust preventative maintenance installation application. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It did not go nearly as planned. I wanted to be very detailed with this and show you guys step by step. It just did not work out that way, and I apologize for that. But I do appreciate you coming along for the journey and sticking with me. And I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, give a thumbs up, hit that like button, leave a comment down in the beep bloops down below. Put in your notes, your questions, your comments, what I should have done differently, what I could do differently, your thoughts, your recommendations, things that work for you guys. Because really, you can find what they say is the best product out there, but in reality, it might not be. So I'm always curious what people are doing out there. I've been on many of the lawn forums, and there really is no one answer that keeps repeating itself. Everybody's got a different theory. So maybe we'll start a new trend with doing this if this all works. I don't know. But all right, guys, appreciate you. Thanks very much, and I'll catch you later. Hey guys, the next part of this video is the application of the POR-15 to the mower deck spindles. Enjoy. Welcome back. I'm on the last coat. I'm putting 3 coats on. Right now it's almost to the too dry point. First time I gave it 3.5 hours and it was barely dry enough. This is almost too dry, but it still leaves your finger drag. Oops. So I gotta get these coats put on here. This will be the 3rd coat, 3rd and final on the spindles. This corner brush, I think they call it, or edger, it's a miracle worker to get down into those corners and stuff. Worked great. It was worth $5 that I paid for it. I don't know where you guys are at, but these things used to be like, I don't know, 25 cents or something. They're a little over $1 now. Crazy. Oops. Don't want to do that. I don't know how it shows up in the camera, if you guys can see where the wet stuff is versus the non. It's hard to see in real time, so camera might make it easier. I don't know. It might not. What's interesting is when I painted or put POR-15 on the mower deck, the first coat dried way faster than the second coat. This time on the spindles, the second coat dried way faster than the first. Okay, 1 done, 2 to go. It's actually probably a fuzz too dry already. Almost forgot to stir again. By the way, you do not want to shake this. It says stir only. Okay. Now I did the cardinal sin. I was out of this little quarter pint. This covers more than what they say, which is a good thing. So go by what it says it does cover, which I think is, if I remember correctly, 6 square feet. Maybe it doesn't say on the can. Yeah. I don't see it on the can if it does say it. I think it's 6 square feet, which it probably does. I did these 3 spindles 3 times. I used about half of it. And I think that's for 2 coats. So obviously foam brush I'm throwing away. This brush I'm throwing away. This is what they send with it, along with the foam brush, which is really cheap. This is really cheap, at least bristles. Don't use their brushes. Throw them away, get some decent ones that you're gonna end up throwing away probably. You could try cleaning them out with Carb Clean, but just get some inexpensive brushes that aren't gonna fall apart. You don't need $30 brushes. This was $5.99 or $4.99. Again, $1.10 or $1.25, whatever they are now, and just garbage. I don't know if you can see what I'm. You can't. So again, as I was saying, this brush here was $4.99 or $5.99. This is the brush that they send with. Absolute garbage. Don't use it. Just throw it away. It leaves bristles. And then a foam brush, which was $1.25 or something like that, which I'm going to throw away. The foam brush they send with is complete junk too. Same with their bristle brush. So I'm just going to throw them away. You could try cleaning it if you wanted to. I'm not going to. So. And I don't know if you can see, but that's what's left. It's about a half of a quarter pint. So 1/8 of a pint is what's left. They say you can refrigerate the leftovers, but since I painted out of this, I'm probably not even going to be keeping it. I might for now just to see if I have any touch-ups, but